Future Cars, Transportation System in 2050. Gyroscopic Transport. A unique project known as Second-Level Transport, developed by Tahir & Sot Company, introduces an alternative mass transportation system similar to the Transit Elevated Bus, a giant bus that moves over the street like a moving bridge. Tahir & Sot, however, adds more sophistication by using telescopic racks instead of rigid supports. The roof of the deck has solar panels for constant charging. Each of the 6 racks has its own motor and sensors to recognize what's happening on the street. These racks move on a specially designed steel rail on top of the existing road surface. The company says building the rail network is much cheaper than traditional concrete or asphalt surfaces. Whenever a car or any other vehicle blocks the rail, the rack can lift up and down independently to avoid the obstructions, allowing the transport to bypass minor traffic jams or road accidents and keep moving. Currently, the vehicle exists only as a digital prototype, but there have been reports that Tahir & Sot is in talks with Qatar about installing a real-life version of it in the country sometime next year. Underground Tunnels Transportation, the Boring Company, owned by the same man behind SpaceX, is working on a subway system for cars underneath the streets of Las Vegas. The basic idea is like an underground rail network, but the tunnels are designed for electric cars, not trains. The entryway to the tunnel is an elevator trolley that takes any car from a normal road down to the lower level. At this point, the car doesn't need to use its own engine. The electric trolley hauls the car through the tunnel to the next city or exit point, and then lifts it back up to the regular road. When the system is running, the road networks will look like a 2-story structure. The trolley is always connected to a power source and can travel up to 124 miles per hour in the tunnel, all without draining the car's battery or fuel. Airbus Pop-Up. The search for a truly reliable and futuristic flying car has been ongoing for decades. One of the latest ideas is the Pop-Up Next, created by a joint venture of Airbus, Audi, and Idle Design. The vehicle would be autonomous, and the plan is simple. Passengers book their trip on a pop-up via an app. Pop-Up then automatically suggests the most efficient route based on passenger preferences set in the app. The first option is transportation by road, but when it gets congested, Pop-Up detaches the passenger capsule from its ground module, and the air module flies it to the destination. The concept is to develop a modular ground and air passenger vehicle with 3 main components: a passenger capsule made of carbon fiber, an electric-powered ground module, and an air module powered by a rotor propulsion system. Technically speaking, the Pop-Up is already very close to a form of new transportation that can be produced right now. Renault Float. Renault Float was the winning design at the 2017 Car of the Future competition, held by Renault in collaboration with St. Martin's University. The pod-like vehicle looks like a floating bubble, with each bubble seating up to 2 passengers. Not only is Renault Float a levitating vehicle, but it's also modular. Pods can attach to each other using a magnetic belt without having to stop. Since the float doesn't actually touch the road surface, riding comfort is guaranteed. Aeromobile. The Aeromobile is a fascinating vehicle for several reasons. First off, it's a real flying car that can actually fly. The designers of the Aeromobile have combined this functionality with a sleek and unique beauty, making this vehicle a true work of art. You can use the Aeromobile for its aerial capabilities or its regular road traveling capabilities, but rest assured, whichever mode you pick, it'll take you to your destination with the style, elegance, and efficiency you've always dreamed of. It reportedly transforms into flight mode in just under 3 minutes, traveling as fast as 223 miles per hour and covering 466 miles. It's impressive in car mode too, with a top speed of 100 miles per hour. The Aeromobile is faster than most traditional flights and is less stressful and time-consuming than traveling through a traditional airline or ordering a helicopter. You will need a pilot's license to operate this vehicle in Europe, where it's certified to run and fly, as well as access to a runway. If you're in the United States, the Aeromobile may not be available yet, but work is underway to ensure its release as soon as possible. Rolls-Royce Vision Next 100. With its shimmering silver-green color and oversized fenders, the Rolls-Royce Vision Next 100 looks otherworldly. Most Rolls-Royce production cars throughout history have always pushed the boundary of what a luxury car should be. Now that BMW has given them the chance to build a concept car, The result is a stunning mix of future technologies and old-fashioned luxury. The silhouette is still very much a Rolls-Royce. It has the signature vertical grille, long hood, massive wheels, suicide doors, and, of course, the spirit of ecstasy, despite its size. The concept is only 5,900 millimeters long, which is 184 millimeters shorter than the Phantom extended wheelbase. However, this prototype is not a Ford or sedan. It seats just two on a front-facing sofa bench at the rear of the fancy cabin. Mounted on its modern carbon fiber structure are old-school luxuries like handwoven wool carpet, real wood, and silk chairs. The autonomous car is all-electric, powered by two 250 kilowatts motors, one in the front and one in the rear. It has no pedals, steering wheel, or any other mechanical linkage under that long hood.